Hi, welcome to Deus Ex Mankind Divided Breach Mode. We're doing nodes 1 to 3. First up, one stock A, click the I. On the top right for access to the playlist, and check the description for timecodes and a link to the Steam group where we challenge each other so you can win victory packs. First up, 01. This is actually a little easier than it seems. Multiple takedowns is going to help you so much in level 3 or network 3A. It's one I definitely recommend investing in. So what I'm going to do is just clear out the area of bad men first so that we can run around safely afterwards. I've also got 300 health, I think. Let's double check that. I just got shot in the face. Maybe 200 health. No shielding. I've got a pretty decent battle rifle, which can take down most tech stuff. It's got anti-tech abilities. I don't really have anything that's good at taking down titans or people, so I mean largely I rely on takedowns anyway. Also, you want to invest in all the what am I saying? All the jumping orgs, like literally all of them, and all the energy orgs if you can. Yeah. Other than that, for the speedruns we're going to need, well, I'll talk about that during the speedruns, but Icarus Dash is super useful, and Focus Org is always good in a pinch, because if you are being shot at, you can just flick on Focus and charge people down. But most of these are marked on the map. I will talk about the ones that aren't as we get to them, but I find cameras really hard to shoot generally. Like, same as turrets, you pretty much have to shoot them dead in the pokey bit when they're facing you, so they've generally seen me. Now there's a turret here, and there's actually a the data tower behind it. That's one of the sneaky ones, and we're just going to pop this turret too. There we go. Boop. And this guy's spawned in, I guess, because I don't know, I made a noise or shot a camera or something. Anyway, there's one more guy in here. And I actually end up shooting all these cameras for no good reason whatsoever. If guys go invisible and you can't take them down, just shoot them once. The other good thing is a takedown punches through Titan armor, which is super useful. Like literally, I don't know why I'm taking all these down. Definitely take this turret down, unless you're going to run in and ghost, which you can absolutely do. But at this point I was like, what am I doing? Everything's dead. Let's collect stuff. So I will show the map in a second, and you'll see, there we go. I just thought, what am I doing? Okay, so we're over this side of the map. We're going to start here and make our way back around. There's 10 in total, so there's 1, and 2 is just through here. You can grab it through the vent, and we're going to do that for the speedrun. Or you can jump in through that window, or you can shoot this glass to get in that way. If you're going for a stealth run, obviously don't shoot the glass unless you've got silenced ammo, but the guy might hear you anyway. Now under that turret we shot where I mentioned earlier, it's here, you see. There's one behind here with a disappearing wall. And then one just behind it there, and then another one. This one took me forever to find, even though I had big eyes. Big eyes? You know what I mean, smart vision. Behind there, behind a smashy wall, and I think the rest are all pretty much on the map. There's one here behind a lockdown door. It will be a lockdown door if you've already finished the timer, so you can either hack that, use the focus org to make those pips easier to hit. Hacking lockdown doors is actually going to be really useful on network 3 as well, to be honest. Or you can go in through the side there, that's not going to be locked down. Then there's one in the middle, obviously, ghost through those or just run under them, whatever you prefer. And don't forget the turret if you haven't taken that out. And then I think we've just got 1 or 2 left at this point. Well, yeah, one just underneath the start, that's why I was looking at the start there. So if you drop down from the start and turn around, there's a smashy wall, and that one is there. And then there's one directly above that. It's behind a lockdown wall at the moment, or lockdown door, I should say, there. So if you can't hack that, don't worry, you're fine for this one. You can get in over the top, but later on there will be stuff that's behind lockdown doors that you simply can't access any other way. And then, yeah, you just go out through the roof, and we're there. I know, I'm lying. There's one more, and there it is on the map. It's here. You'll need to hack those server blocks to take them down if you haven't already engaged lockdown. If lockdown happens, they'll go down of their own accord. But that's all 10, all data extracted, you can see there. 4 minutes, quite a long one. I apologise for that. On these, I tend to have a habit of clearing out all the bad guys first so that you can then run around safely. And it also helps you get, in some cases, you'll just snag the high score. Right, the speed run. I'm going to show this twice, once at half speed and once at full speed. So you want to jump Icarus Dash, shoot that glass, run through here as quickly as you can, use Icarus Dash to cover that distance. Go down to the left, Icarus Dash down there. head towards the server tower, the data tower there, turn around through the vent, run for a short distance if you can, duck at the last minute, run around here. You're going to use another Icarus dash towards the door. You've got focus org active pretty much the whole time here, by the way, and then just Icarus dash your way through here, and if you're quick you can jump, do a triple jump here, and you should have enough juice left to Icarus dash to the finish. But as it is, I do it with just enough time there. Now the thing about focus org is it will actually make data download slower than it normally would, but here it is running at full speed, so you get an idea of what you need to do. I'm actually lying, focus org isn't running here, is it? And yeah, I don't think it is, because we need the energy for all the Icarus dashes. There we go. So yeah, you'll probably want a chunk of health as well, because you're going to be getting shot at. But it's not easy, I'm not going to lie. That one took me a lot of time to work out. But once I'd sorted the Icarus dashes, you can see I was tearing 4.25 seconds off the requirement. So really it's about getting those Icarus dashes down. Number 2, Claymore. I think this one's no augmentations, right? I missed it very quickly. Oh no, just extract data, 70 terabytes. Oh, this one's horrific. There's 2 breach points, and actually this is something I noticed on this one and have since discovered on a lot of the maps. We're going in at the default breach point, I think. Yeah, so camera on the left. You can come in the other side, it doesn't matter. This is pretty long, so I'm sorry, I think we run for about 8 minutes here. Again, multiple takedowns, super useful on Network 3A. There's 2 groups of 2 here. You want to ghost past that first camera, otherwise it's just going to be a bit of a nightmare. And there's one on here that I always struggled to find, but I think we get it in the end. It's behind a smashy wall. And it's quite naughty. If you've got a lockdown hack, you can get one early here. It's just opposite. You can see the turret on the minimap is directly behind us at the moment. There's a chap up here, so ghost him to take him down. Poop. And there's a data tower by him. Now there's one directly opposite here. We're going to grab this one now because there's a naughty Titan up here, or heavy, or whatever they are. I don't know why I'm calling them Titans. I think because I thought the org that, or the ability, the weapon ability that allowed you to do extra damage to them was called anti-Titan, but it's not. I think it's called anti-heavy. I mean, I'm assuming they're heavy. But just ghost and run in and grab that when his back's turned. At this point, my AI stuff is making it so that my energy recharges really, really slowly. So quite a lot of the time I'm just going to be waiting for energy to come back. But jump up there, make sure you're ducked, and club him in the back of the head, and you should remain stealthy. Now, these 3 are a bit of a nightmare. What you want to do is pop around all the way over to the other side. There we go. And get this guy here. This guy, sorry, I always say this guy in stealth games. Anyway, you're going to wait for him to come back up here, or sped it up a little bit, and then you can get him when his back's turned and he's there. And he shouldn't, no one should spot you, although of course this time they have, and they've gone a bit hostile. But one more will spawn if you get spotted here, and what you really want to watch out for is a Titan or a heavy coming from beneath. He also managed to blow himself up. You could shoot that box if you want, but I'm worried I was a little close, and you can see the new guy spawning over there. Here. There we are, he comes in with a sniper does. Manage your energy carefully with takedowns, but if they do get near boxes, you can properly take advantage of that. You can see my energy slowly coming up here, and I was like, oh, I can take him down. Oh god, I can't take him down yet. Here we go, perfect timing, yay! But there is a Titan and a turret below you, so you want to stay low at all times here. Is the Titan coming up? I'm looking for him on the minimap at the moment. He appears to be AWOL. Anyway, going down here, you can see there's a couple of things to hack. He's obviously got bored, look, he was about to go up the stairs. What I do is hack these 2 server blocks, and then this one in the middle, like that. And then you can just kind of walk up here, make sure the Titan isn't looking directly at your face. He decided he was going to come around there, but with his back turned, you can just get around that way. I use Ghost as a backup, even though I didn't have a huge amount of energy left, but that got us through. So what's that? I think we've got 2 so far, but we're going to go back through the main room and pick them all up. The only reason being I don't like having a time limit while I'm going towards the end, so I'd rather clear everything out and then gently make my way backwards there. Now down here there's a Titan, you can see him in the distance on the left, so drop down, grab that. There's 2 guys up on the right, so again multiple takedowns will be your friend here. You're going to want a little more than 30 here, or because they're not always marching together, sometimes they get out of sync, so if they get out of sync you're just going to need enough to tap Ghost for a second, or Focus Org. or focus orb, or focus, so that you can grab them. Now there's a whole bunch down here. There's a couple hidden in blocks behind lockdown walls as well, so you can either get them after the lockdown kicks in, or hack the door. And again, if you can get the lockdown door hacking ability, it's super useful. Now there's two guys down here on the left, one on the left, one on the right. Watch out for the Titan. He's kind of a pain. He might see you. I don't quite know what I hacked there. I think it was the lockdown door. Yeah, it was. So be very careful there. They're kind of, you can see on the mini-map, they're slightly out of sync. So what you want to do is head down here. I set that laser off, which obviously alerted them. And will sometimes spawn in a drone or another dude, so be wary of a drone rocking up. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but we're going to chase him down here. And you can see all those icons on the mini-map as well. Oh, I'm really wasting time here. I do apologise. Come on, buddy.
Proceed to sector S01-S03.
Now here I probably should have just used focus and run up and got him, but instead I used ghost. I don't really know why. But yeah, there we go. Okay, now we can start picking them up. Now there's one down here in the other entrance. This is the other room you can spawn into. So being able to hack this lockdown door is useful, just because it means you can grab it now rather than having to get enough to set the timer off. There's one there on the left as you leave that room. There's one up high on the right. One in this lockdown room here, which we hacked by accident earlier. There we go, one up there. Another one in another lockdown room just up on the right. And then one, oh no, it's in a smashy room up on the right, not a lockdown room. I don't know why I'm waiting for that Titan, he's never going to see me, but there's one around there. Just waiting for the Titan to get out of vision, and then you can see the smashy door there with the server block in it, the data tower. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to hack that, because now the Titan's just coming around to have a look. So I'm going to speed up all these shenanigans, just because what's the point? He kind of eventually wanders off. I hack that again, which draws him back again, which is just like, what am I doing here? Eventually he gets bored and wanders off around the corner. There we go. And it's at that point that if you've got the juice, goes through the laser. He's not gone for very long, unfortunately. You can see there, he's coming around again. So that what I should have done there is then hack that firewall, hack that server block there. You see. But in the end, I'm like, do you know what? Let's get some EMP and just take him down. Less trouble. So all you need is like one round of EMP ammo in any weapon. Literally, absolutely any weapon is fine. And then I'm just going to go through there and smash that, which is what I should have done in the first place. It's always worth buying a couple of ammo packs. I try not to rely on taking down Titans too much, although in this one and I think the next one, or maybe number 4, I take some down just because it's easier. But one shot on a Titan of EMP then allows you to do a takedown. You can probably do a Tesla attack too. But we're going to pop up here. We've taken these two down now, so we're going to grab the 2 data towers. This is where we got the double takedown earlier. Grab the 2 data towers here. We've taken everyone out upstairs. Watch out for those big red blocks, big red boxes. You don't want to get shot by them. Get this one in the middle here. This is worth a goodly chunk, 15. And then we are going to see drone. Drones come occasionally. I mentioned the battle rifle in the previous video. You can see a Titan up there on the right as well, who's about to see me. Have we got the one downstairs? Yeah, we got the one downstairs with the turret and the Titan earlier, didn't we? Of course. Now, turret here, so make sure he doesn't cause you too much trouble. And then this data tower has unlocked opposite him. There's another turret down here on the right. You can see it on the mini-map, so be wary of that. We've taken that guy down, so that's fine, but another one sometimes spawns there. There's 2 up here, and these server blocks will have come down now, so that is good. There we go. And then turret there, so be careful when you're jumping up to get this one if you've left it till last. And just one more back in base behind you. There. So don't run over the thing, get that behind the lockdown door. There we go. And that is all, however many it was. Make sure you wait for all the data to download. The number of times I've run over the exit and come out like just, oh yeah, I've got them all. No, they haven't downloaded. Anyway, that should give you a decent chunk of points as well. You can see I got 137,000 plus on one of the playthroughs. Okay, the speedrun. I tried a heap of different routes. I tried starting at both breach points. But here's the way I did it. Jump up to this one on the right, then come around here. You want to Icarus dash down this road. Come through here, and then Icarus dash out there. Straight through to that one, jump up to where the two dudes are patrolling, grab that, and flip around and grab the other one. Watch out for them. You'll want a little bit of health, but you'll see I've only taken 70 damage so far. I use Focus Org through here just because there's 4 of them potentially shooting at you. Then drop down, I don't know why I did a rush over there, that was pretty insane. And then grab this one as you come out the door. We're heading back towards the exit now. You'll see that we've got everything we need. So switch off Focus and Icarus dash your way to victory. There we go. Yeah, I don't know that that's the quickest route. There's someone in there with 20 seconds. I don't know how. I think it's probably got to be a hack. Unless I'm missing something huge. But I couldn't work out a way, starting from either side, to keep it local. I tried it with a speed up. But actually, even with Focus Org on and speed up, you'll see this is with Focus running. And this is from the other side. And I make mistakes. But the problem I have with the speed up cheat patch thing is that actually it makes me move so quickly. I'm in places I don't know where I can be. It's like I find it really hard to judge, and because you use one, I'm rambling now. If you use a speed org, you move so quickly, it's actually really hard to practice because it burns one every time you use it. And so the problem is that you don't really have enough to be able to optimize your route effectively, because the first time you use the speed bonus, you're so out of control. It's just really difficult. You can see here we're heading back now, and I grabbed the one on the right at the end. Oh no, not even. There we go. And I got it in time, but it was still, honestly, a bit of a mess. There's definitely time I could have picked up there. That was the first time I did it. I was like, I don't see a path that I can do it on, and then I started using Icarus Dash. But anyway, number 3. This one is the, oh god, 13 of them. Yeah, this is a bit of a nightmare. Again, I'm going to pick off the people first to make it easy to do, because actually you're quite limited in the time that you have once you activate all the towers. So chopping that guy out, then killing the drone down there. Then drop down here for an Icarus smash. Skaboom! Then there's a Titan up here. Oh no, another drone, I'm fibbing. I think there's 2 Titans on this map though. One over to the left maybe, and just killing these turrets as well, so that when the lockdown happens you don't accidentally round a corner and start getting shot by a turret you forgot was there. So if you shoot the turret of turrets which haven't deployed yet, you can generally pop them off, though you'll see there's an exception to that. Now I thought there's normally a chap who comes up there, but he wasn't forthcoming at that point. You can see a Titan coming around here, so we're going to need 2 EMP rounds in total, unless you've got a more effective way of taking down a Heavy or a Titan. I don't yet, my weapons are so rubbish. I've got an EM rifle, which is great, but the ammo doesn't refill after a round, so actually it's no different from using EM ammo in a pistol. So just shoot one round into him. I actually think, no, I had 55 before. And then there's one more Titan. You can see the orange dot on the map there, so we're going to take him down too. There we go. So one shot and then a takedown. If you have a better way of dealing with them, the anti-heavy org and the surprise org, you can definitely do that. There's another turret here, so plop that. And then another one around to the left, which always gives me grief. I don't know why I can't shoot this one, but it never lets me, like, kill it. So I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, now we can start picking up more towers. There's one there. It's on miserable pain stuff, so make sure you don't die when going over that is probably the best advice. Now there's 2 down here that we're going to nip around to. Be really careful when getting onto these. It's super easy to fall off. Here's one. There. And then this other one is really easy to fall off. I always think I can sidestep onto it and then miss entirely. You'll lose 30 health for doing that, and here we are just going back, but be careful when you get onto it like that. Don't be afraid to use the hop to try and get back on it. I failed miserably, and then actually I go the wrong way, I think, a little bit. Yeah, we're over the wrong side, so you need to be over on this side. When you're over here, yeah, grab this tower, and then there's, I think, with a fake wall somewhere. No, just on hurty ground there. And you can see we're getting the small ones first. Goes through here if you like. Oh, turret there that you might want to shoot. There's also an invisible wall just to the left of the turret there. You can see it pulling away there. We're going to use that. Well, we're going to get that in a second. But I think we drop back down through there in a little bit. Anyway, I was just waiting for my energy to come back at that point so I could go through the lasers. And then waiting again. At this point my energy takes forever to recharge, but use that server block and then you can get through this vent. You'll need to duck like that to get through it. There's one here, so jump onto that so you don't take damage. And then back through the vent and jump so that you don't take too much damage there. Now that's all the data. That door will lock down. If you have a lockdown, it's not if you don't have lockdown hack, it's not a problem. You can go back through the laser and through, there we go, the secret wall, and smash the wall here. You should certainly have wall smash, and then jump up here. There we go, and we get to this place in the same way. There's the lockdown door on the left there. Now there's a few hidden ones here. We're going to use this firewall to block those blue lasers. We're going to grab this tower in the back, and then if you want to run through those orange lasers or use ghost, you can, or you can just jump over the server blocks that are now up. Invisible wall there, and then jump on top of the server blocks and drop down to the left, and you see this is why we've taken a turret out so it's not constantly shooting at us here. You can see that is an invisible wall there, so go through there. There's invisible walls everywhere here. Another one here, there we go. Get up in these vents and take a left, not a right. There's another one there, that's worth 20 terabytes, that's one we're going to use for the speedrun. And then around here and drop down. There is a server wall, a server block you can hack there. And then through an invisible wall here to the final one. There we go. And then a smashy wall here, and this will bring us out opposite the exit, but quite down low. Now, the way we're going to get there is something you're going to want to practice for the speedrun, so I recommend taking this opportunity to take 2.5 minutes to practice it. But between these two server blocks, you're going to want to jump up 3 times to grab on to the exit point there. It's going to be really important to be able to do that for the speedrun, as you'll see. But there we go, all data, 60,000 points. Now the speedrun, what you want to do is Icarus Dash and then Icarus Dash again. You'll land here and be mashing the smash button as you land. This is coming through where we just came out last time in the all data run. Up here, in through the vent, use an Icarus Dash down the vent, then use another one halfway down the vent. It should take you to there, one more at the end. Drop through, turn right, use Ghost when you run through here because there's blue lasers which will slow you down, and then we're going to take that jump that I told you to practice all the way up here and make a beeline for the exit. I don't know that that's the best route, but 27 seconds kind of speaks volumes, I think. On the left, network 2A servers 19 to 22, so there's 4 in that one. And on the right, nodes 4 to 6 in network 3A. Don't forget to leave your comments on how you have improved my speedruns, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!